Hey, what's up? It's me, Carrie, and I'm going to go on a bit of a rant here. If you guys are familiar with Dennis Miller, which probably most of you aren't because I'm freaking 100 and nobody gets half of my references, but Dennis Miller was a really clever comedian from SNL and many other things, and he often started off his routines with, I'm going to go on a rant here, and I'm going to do that right now. I am so freaking sick of fake people. I'm sick of fake people on the internet. I'm sick of fake people in real life. I'm really sick of fake people on YouTube, and I just felt like venting about it. There are so many people on YouTube, and is this sour grapes? Is this jealousy? Yeah, a little bit it is. Because I've told you guys from pretty much day one that I'm going to be brutally honest with you. I am never going to BS you. I'm never going to kiss anybody's butt. I'm never going to suck up to companies because I just love everything. Everything's wonderful. Everything's so amazing and perfect and beautiful and marvelous, and life is always awesome, and oh my gosh, could you guys just all tell me how pretty I am and how much you love me? No, you're not going to do that, and I don't want you to do that, quite frankly. I want you to be real with me. I don't want you to be cruel. I don't want you to be nasty, but I want you to be real with me. I don't want you to suck up, and I'm not going to suck up to you. I'm so sick and tired of watching these channels that honestly their content's not any better than mine. Maybe their setups are, because they have a lot of money, so they can buy fancy expensive cameras and backdrops and lighting and all this other happy horse crap. I'm not that person. I'm just getting by. I literally just get by. We're like paycheck to paycheck, paycheck to paycheck family. When we have money for little indulgences, then we do that. But you know what? I'm never going to have this professional setup for you guys. I would love to, but I am not made of money. My mommy and daddy aren't made of money. My dad died when I was 26 years old. I don't have anybody bankrolling me and buying me a P.O. box and giving me professional lighting setups and all this other stuff that so many other people on YouTube have. And it really, really, really honestly does piss me off that because of that, I don't think I've seen an increase in my subscriber number in like months. In fact, it seems like it goes down more than it goes up. And I really don't understand that. And I'm pissed about it. I am. I'm not here because I expect this to be my career and I'm going to be a professional YouTuber. And I've actually heard people say that that's like their life goal, is to be a professional YouTuber. Like, how is that even a thing? I don't get it. But you know what? Yeah, I want my channel to grow. I work really hard on it in the way that I am able to. And no, that doesn't mean a professional lighting setup. It doesn't mean gorgeous backdrops in my spotless room with my princess canopy bed and my perfect little life and my perfect little family paying all my perfect little bills, of which I probably don't even have any. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it, you guys. It's so frustrating. And I know a lot of my friends who are YouTubers are sick of it too, and they may or may not say it because they may or may not think that it's going to jeopardize the followers that they have. At this point, you know what? If this video is a reason you want to unsubscribe, then freaking unsubscribe. You know, do whatever floats your boat. You know, I'm not here to kiss up to people and beg you to follow me, but does it bother me to watch children, to watch people who have never had to deal with anything like mental illness or unemployment or the death of a close family member or having an alcoholic, a drug-addicted brother who dropped dead at 39? You know what? When you guys deal with real life, then, you know, then maybe we can talk on a level of, you know, understanding each other. But when your toughest trouble is, you know, I don't know, I had one bad day at school, or, you know, I don't know, I expected, like, you know, the top of the line iPhone for my birthday, and I only got the second best. I can't relate to you. I just simply cannot. And these people that come on and they're all smiles and everything's beautiful, and I always talk like this, like I'm from Munchkinland or something, because I'm just always happy, love, everything's so freaking great. It's gross, and it's fake, and it's BS, and you're not telling the truth. You're not. Your life's not perfect. You might want to portray that your life is perfect. It's not freaking perfect. I know that. You know that. And if that's the message you want to put out for the world because kids like to see that, or young adults like to see that, or they just want to watch YouTube as an escape from their own crappy realities of life, then again, that's great. Have your, 100,000 subscribers by the time you're 15, whatever. But don't come out like everything is just all roses and sunshine and rainbows and freaking unicorns, because we know it's not. It's not for anybody. And when you're a grown adult, you'll realize that. And it doesn't mean, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that the problems that young people are facing are not tremendously huge to them, because they are. Because obviously I've been 15, I've been 17, I've been 18, I've been 13. I know what it's like. That yes, if you get bullied at school, it sucks. If you fail on a test you really studied your ass off for, it sucks. Those things are big in your life. But until you've gone through real stuff, real life, not knowing how your rent's going to get paid, not knowing if you're going to be able to afford your meds next month or if you want to eat, not knowing how the hell you're going to get through another day without your father and without your brother being alive, and with your mother having her head so far stuck in the sand that she doesn't even realize what reality is most of the time, and having to be 44 years old and living back home with your husband and your mother because you can't freaking afford to live anyplace else. Yes, it could be worse. I could be homeless. I could have no family. I'm aware of that. It's just, this is about the people who come on with the happy little tinkly winkly music and look at all this stuff that I bought and look at how great my life is and my perfect house and my perfect room and my perfect family and my perfect no responsibility life. And they get like tens and tens and tens of thousands of subscribers. I don't understand it. And this is not directed at anyone in particular. This is not me being passive aggressive and like knocking certain people, because there's so many out there that are like that. And I know that when they go to sleep at night, they have to realize that, it's the choice that they make every day. They can choose to have a channel that's based around honesty. They can choose to have a channel that's based around, all I'm going to do is gloss over the happy stuff in my life and not ever get real with my subscribers. They can have the, oh my God, my ego's so huge now because everybody tells me how beautiful and how smart and how wonderful and how much they idolize me every day. And I have fans and I have, like you're freaking, an Academy Award winning actress or something. It's ridiculous. You're a person that shoots videos on YouTube. I'm a person that shoots videos on YouTube. We don't deserve fans. We're not better than anybody else. And don't think that you are, because eventually the reality is going to come crashing in on you and you're going to realize that you're not all that you think that you are. And it's going to be a really tough fall to take, I think. And I'm not wishing you ill will. And if you want to live in that happy world where you think you're famous or you want to be famous and you think YouTube's going to be the answer to everything, maybe it will be. Once in a blue moon it happens. I'm not going to lie. There are people that have become huge celebrities based on YouTube, but they're few and far between. Just like, the working actors that I know, some of whom have had tremendous success and right now are struggling to get their bills paid because life's not a freaking fairy tale. You're not a celebrity. You're not better than me. You're not better than the people who watch you. That's why I call you guys my friends. You're not my fans. I will never have a fan in my life. If I was a celebrity, if I did become famous, I still wouldn't call anyone my fans. I would call them my friends. And, that's just who I am. That's just how I roll. Obviously, not everyone is the same in that regard. And, like I said, it is what it is. If that's how they choose to live their life, then, I can't really judge them, although I am judging them. But I'm not saying I'm better than anybody else. I'm not saying that they're worse people, that they're like lesser quality people than I am or whatever. Like, I'm so great. I'm not freaking great at all. I am so damaged. I am so flawed, more than the average bear. I have got so many freaking issues. It's like you could just stockpile my issues and have like 100 years of a magazine subscription. That's how many issues I have. But I don't BS about it. I'm I'm not going to come on and talk to you in a fake baby voice and everything be pink and perfect and beautiful and, oh, I just love everyone and I just love life and look at what mommy and daddy bought me today. I'm not that girl. I'm not. I've never been that girl. I'm usually the girl that is the first to make fun of herself, that is the first to self-deprecate, that is the first to, but to the extreme, like to where it's not healthy, where, you know, I'm my own worst enemy. There's nothing that any of you can say to me, and you can try, and many people have, that's going to make me feel worse about myself than I do on an ordinary day. Believe me. Go, you know, if that floats your boat, go ahead and try. Hate on me if that makes you feel better. Obviously, that's some people's only enjoyment on YouTube, is to go around and thumbs down videos and post nasty negative comments. And I may be pushing people to do that right now. I would hope that the people, because there's not that many of you, frankly, that watch my channel on a regular basis, would not be that type of people. But if you are, bring it. You know, if that makes you feel good about yourself, then go right ahead. Tell me I'm ugly. Tell me I'm fat. Tell me I'm a four-eyed loser with yellow teeth and doesn't have a job. Go ahead. I know all these things about myself. I do. I never lie to you people about anything that goes on in my life. Do I keep my mouth shut about other people in my life and not reveal their names and stuff? Yes, because their stories are their own to tell. But if I have an aunt that pisses me off, I'll tell you, my aunt pissed me off today, but I'm not going to name her because, you know, that's her business, you know. But believe me, I am the first person that's going to put myself down. I'm still struggling to like myself, let alone love myself. I don't think love is ever going to be a level I'm going to reach. And if you do genuinely love yourself, and your life really is like, you wake up like Snow White, and the little birdies fly in, and they delicately remove the covers from your bed, and the halo of flowers just suddenly appears, and you go, oh, it's another day in the life of blah, 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 and it's all beauty, and happiness, and joy, and candy, and marshmallows, and rainbows, and unicorns, then that's great. But to the other 99.9999% of you, that you know that that's not what life is. And honestly, to those of you who are living in that fantasy world, I think you know that's not what life is either. So, I don't know. I've just been so aggravated by people today, acting superior, acting entitled, acting like they're somehow more important than me or my husband or somebody else. And guess what? They're not, and you're not. You're special, and you are important, and you are valuable, but no more than anybody else on this planet. So don't get this big head thinking that you're hot because somebody's loving you on YouTube, because believe me, that could be over in an eye blink. It could change on a dime. Life changes on a dime every day. And if you've been fortunate enough to not have to deal with the realities of a death of a loved one, or like I said, or things like unemployment and how do you get your next bill paid, then that's great. I'm really, really, truly happy for you. And I hope that you and your perfect siblings and your perfect parents and your perfect grandparents, your perfect cousins and your perfect friends and your perfect teachers and your perfect everybody keeps treating you like the wonderful person that you think that you are. That, you know, that would be lovely for you. But eventually, the truth's going to set in, and you're going to realize that there's more to life than that, and there's more to YouTube than that. Or maybe there isn't. Maybe that's literally all there is that you're willing to give. And maybe that's what people want from a YouTube channel. Maybe they just want it as an escape, and they don't want someone that's going to make them deal with reality or confront them with reality. Then this is not the channel for you, and I guess that's why I don't have any more subscribers than I do. And eventually, I'm going to have to come to terms with that and realize that it doesn't make me a bad person. It doesn't mean that my channel sucks. It doesn't mean that what I have to say isn't worthwhile. It just means that there are a lot of people out there that just don't want to deal with those things. And yeah, there's yet another train because, you know, I live in freaking Grand Central, it feels like. But, yeah, I don't know. I just felt like literally physically compelled to get back here and record this right now in the moment while I'm good and aggravated, before I sit and think about it and go, oh, no, 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 you don't want to upset anybody. If I upset you, I'm really sorry, but you know what? The truth hurts sometimes. I just hope that most of you who are watching this will understand where I'm coming from. That whether you are 12 or 22 or 52 or 72, that you understand the realities of life, that when people come on here with these happy-go-lucky channels, that's just an illusion. That's just a performance they're putting on for you. Their life isn't perfect either. So don't come on here and feel bad about yourself or like you're less than them because your life's not so freaking perfect, because people don't hand you everything you've ever asked for, because that's not the case for the vast majority of people on the planet. I promise you. And again, I know that I'm much more fortunate than many, many people in this world, and I don't take that for granted under any stretch of the imagination. But I want you to know I will always, always be Carrie with you guys. And if you like her, that's great. That really, really does make me happy. And if you don't, that's okay too. But I'm not going to be anything that I'm not. I refuse. I won't compromise my principles for you or for anybody else. Not anymore. I've lived enough years on this planet trying to pretend I was something I wasn't, trying to bend over backwards to make other people happy, to the point where I just lost any sense of who I was. And I refuse to do it again. I just simply will not. If it comes down to not having a YouTube channel anymore one day, then I guess that'll be what it is. Right now, I'm not in that place. Right now, I still feel like I'm making a connection with some people. Maybe this video will lead to that happening more. Maybe it'll lead to it happening less. I don't know. Maybe it'll cause some of you to want to disconnect because you just want to see lip balm videos and friend mail unboxings. But I tend to think that most people are more complex and complicated than that, and that they understand the different layers of humanity, and that people have good and bad and ugly. All of us. Even if you're perfect and pretty now, you may not be perfect and pretty on the inside, and you may not be perfect and pretty on the outside for the rest of your life. It can change in an instant. But being pretty in here is way more important than all this crap. This is all just a shell. What's in your heart is what matters. So, tell me I'm pretty, and I'll take the compliment gladly and appreciatively. Tell me I'm ugly, and you'll be deleted and blocked because I have no time for that crap. But know that, above all things, the one thing you cannot tell me I am is dishonest. That I will stand by proudly for the rest of my days, and certainly the rest of my life on YouTube. If you're still here, I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for caring, or not. No big whoop either way, really, honestly. This is more for me than for you, this video. But I know it's going to connect and resonate with some of you. And I suspect I know who some of you even are. And if you choose to comment on it, that's great. If for whatever reason you don't feel comfortable doing so, you can certainly private message me or whatever if we're friends on that level. But I have a few people right here in the top of my head that I'm thinking will be like, yes, I feel you. Because I'm really sick of the same exact crap as you are. But anyway, to those of you still here, to those of you who aren't going to click on sub, I love you very much, and I'm very grateful for you, and I will be back soon with more stuff. Bye.